Okay, today we're talking about resolutions as that is the theme of the month. Resolutions. Many of us start the new year off with a resolution. And why do we do this? Well, the ultimate reason is the belief that we will be happier when we achieve that resolution. Whether it's quitting smoking, losing weight, getting stronger, making more money, we all have the same belief that once we accomplish this goal, we will be happier. And you're right, you probably will be a lot happier once you achieve your goal. But today we're going to talk about how to fail. And why do I want to start with that one? I want to start with that one because so many of us have amazing resolutions and start the year off strong, maybe January, February, it's awesome. But most of us by the end of the year lost sight of that goal and forgot about it. So here are some reasons of why you potentially failed at this in the past. And if you have more to share on maybe why you think you failed, comment below and we're going to work together as a team so that everybody watching this hits the resolution by the end of the year, because it's actually quite easy. You just need to put a little bit of time and effort and watch these videos. So, number one reason for failing at the New Year's resolution is maybe you're just not ready for the change. So maybe your goal is, I want to lose body fat. Maybe you're actually not ready to lose body fat yet. Maybe it's, I want to make more money. And maybe you're just not in the mindset of that, but you heard your friends say, yeah, I want to make more money. So you're like, okay, that's a good goal. I'm going to achieve that by the end of the year. It has to be personable for you. It has to have a strong enough why, emotional connection for you. So it could also be, again, I want to lose body fat by the end of the year. I want to lose this much body fat percentage in 1 year. And maybe it is very realistic and you can absolutely do it, but it's a lack of your own belief. So if you don't believe you can do it because you're putting your own mental roadblocks in the way, that's where lots of people fail. So it might be like, I want to lose 5% body fat by the end of the year. And you're like, wow, I hope that happens. It never happened before. I don't think I can do it, but I'm going to write it down. That's not a really good way to do it. So if your resolution is also just too vague, so maybe it's like, I want to look great by the end of the year. What does that mean? Does it mean you want to have a great hairstyle? Do you want to have better clothing? Do you want to be leaner? Do you want to be stronger? Be specific so that you can actually measure it. Because the next one is you need to track the progress. Most people don't track the progress. So if your goal is, I want to look better by the end of the year, how can you track that? If your goal is, I want to get down to 20% body fat at the end of the year, and you're sitting at 35% body fat, great, that's a good number to go with. Okay, so what do we do next? Okay, today is my current metabolism. This is the amount of calories, protein, carbs, and fat that I'm consuming on a day-to-day. I need to incorporate this kind of resistance training, which will burn up a little bit more calories. I need to do maybe a little bit of cardio in the sense of maybe walking. And let's now extrapolate that for the whole year. Okay, so work backwards from December all the way back to January so that you're not just going into that weight loss goal as a starvation goal. You want to hit December being that body fat that you have for your goals, if it's 20%. And you want to have a kick-ass metabolism. You want it to be on fire. You don't want it to be like, yeah, I hit that body fat, but I'm only consuming 900 calories a day. Because how is that going to work for the future year? It's just going to be back and forth, back and forth. Another one, a huge one, don't go in it alone. Write down your goals, be specific, be measurable, create a plan, share it with a friend, a family member, and if you don't think that they can help support you, reach out to a professional. Reach out to a professional, especially like someone like me, if it's anything health and fitness related. If it's monetary related, then reach out to a financial planner or something along those lines. Again, you need a good support system. So whether it's that professional, whether it's a community, again, if it's a health and fitness goal and you can't afford a trainer yet or don't see the value in a trainer yet, join the community. There's over 1,500 people in there. Share with like-minded people. Let's help inspire each other. Let's motivate each other, because these goals are easy to get, but it's our own belief system that gets in the way, that maybe we don't believe in ourselves, we are too mean to ourselves, we have no tracking system. there's so many little things that get in the way. And that's step one of how people fail. We're going to elaborate a little bit more on how people fail over the next course of the month, how to set productive SMART goals, how to actually win at your New Year's resolution, and how to get ultimately the happiness from that resolution. Because again, like I said in the beginning, we have a goal, and why do we want that goal? Because we want to be happier. Everything is motivated around happier. I want to find a partner, I want to make more money, I want to lose body fat, I want to be stronger. Why do we set these goals? Because we know that once we hit those goals for ourselves, we will be happier. And who wouldn't want to get out of bed and be happy every single day and have the motivation and the energy to help more people become happier? And that is how we become a preventative healthcare system instead of a terrible reactive one like we have right now. If you're noticing around the world, we wait until there's a problem and then we try to fix it. So this year, I don't want you to wait until there's a problem with your health. Let's be proactive and fix it. And you know what? If there already is a problem with your health, that's okay. We can still work with that, and we'll be preventative in other areas of your health so that every day that you wake up, your body and your mind is improving. All right, everybody, take care, and let's crush these resolutions.